Hello everybody, here again with Unit 2, second year, eating around the world. So here we are going to talk about some new vocabulary about eating inside and outside. And this will be different from one country to another, from one city to another. So here our unit eating around the world. We will talk about a very important words like amount, means quantity, like celebrate. Here we have a very important words to discuss together. Before we start, what is the most important dish here in our country, here in Egypt? I think it's beans. It's a very popular and important dish for us. Okay? So we will talk about different countries and different dishes for them. First of all, we will talk about a very important occasion or festival for another country. It's in America. It's about Thanksgiving. Okay? It's an old-fashionable Thanksgiving. It's an occasion, okay? Or it's a celebration. It's a festival, okay, here in America. We will talk about this reading, okay? In September 1620, a ship called the Mayflower arrived in North America with 102 passengers. Many died, but some were able to grow food and survive with help from Native Americans. We will talk about a feast or a festival in America, okay? This festival is called Thanksgiving. It's a day, very, very famous, a very famous day in America, okay? Here, the families were going together, would get together to remember these events. From the most important dishes here, we will see egg, beans, or a different dish. This dish is very popular in Thanksgiving. These are another dishes for different countries, okay? As we said before, we have here in Egypt a very important and popular, it's beans, okay? This is our reading today about old fashionable Thanksgiving. It's a festival, okay? Festival here in USA. And this festival, when they wake up in the morning, there was still a large amount of snow outside. This festival happens in winter. So they have a very good breakfast for this day and very special dinner, as we said before. We talk about traditional and Thanksgiving dinner or modern one. We talk about traditional Thanksgiving dinner. Have you ever cooked a turkey? One of the most important dishes here is turkey, okay? The young children walk out of the kitchen, go from one room to prepare themselves to this big meal, okay? To this festival or occasion. Began to serve the food as a festival, such a lot to do, and they were very hungry to prepare themselves to eat turkey. It's a very important dish in this festival or this occasion, okay? So, Thanksgiving, one of the most celebration or festival in USA, but it's a traditional one, not a modern. There is a big festival there. They serve many kinds of food. They may eat turkey or a special dinner and a big celebration. Here we have some focus on vocabulary, because we talk about many different kinds of vocabulary, okay? First of all, amount. Here our focus on vocabulary. Amount means quantity. Celebrate, do something fun, do festival. eat out, have meals outside home, get together, especially family or family members, occasion, a festival or a special event, prepare, get something ready to eat or to use, prepare yourself for some events, serve means to give food or drink, like we have servants at home, we have someone to serve us at the restaurant. Serve means to prepare food, to serve food, to give food or drinks. Traditional, a very ancient or old, something that doesn't change, okay? And traditional here talk about the ancient, talk about the old ways of doing something, talk about conservation, that we don't change, okay? Our habits, our tradition, which don't change, okay? This is a very important vocabulary here. We will come to a very, very important part, synonym and antonym, okay? Here, synonym, celebrate means commemorate or honor, and the opposite, ignore. Decide means determine or delay, antonym. Delicious, tasty, and its opposite or antonym, tasteless. Exist, live, and the opposite, depart. The synonym fun, amusement, and the opposite or antonym, sorrow. Old-fashioned, outdated, and its antonym, fashionable or up-to-date. Popular, attractive, favorable, and its opposite, unpopular. Probably, likely, or possibly, and the opposite, unlikely. Rare, scarce, and the opposite, common. Surprised, astonished, okay? And its opposite or antonym, unsurprised. Survive, remain, or live, and its opposite, die. Tradition, as we said, conventional, and its opposite, modern or antonym, modern. Welcome means, or it's a synonym, greet, and its opposite, exclude or deny. Okay, this is a very important part here in our lesson today. It's a synonym and antonyms, okay? Here we came to the grammar, the structure, language, and we talk about something very important, comparative and superlative, okay? How to compare between two adjectives or make a superlative. Comparative here, to compare between two. He bought a faster car. So we have here two cars. One is faster than the other. To compare between two things, two people, etc. Okay? Kosher is cheaper than the chicken. To describe how something changed. He is feeling happier, etc. We use comparative to compare between two, and superlative to compare between one and group. Okay, to compare between one and other people or other group. Okay, so he is the tallest one in our classroom, so he is at the tallest one. Okay, no one is taller than him. He is the tallest. And here we come to a very important part, adjectives, smaller, one syllable, or taller and more than one syllable. So here, when we talk about one syllable adjective, we can put er plus than. Okay, so here, taller than, younger than, softer than, shorter than, cheaper than, larger than, wider than. We talk about two. So comparative by adding er plus than. But we should notice here when we talk about an adjective and the last letter is before the last letter vowel, like big, here I, it's a vowel before G, so we can doubling G. So bigger than double G, hotter than double T, lower than, fewer than, okay? And here when we have the last letter Y, we should cancel Y and put IER, like easier, heavier, happier, liker than, okay? And when we come to the superlative, we talk about the tallest, the youngest, the shortest, the largest. We put the and adjective and we put EST. But remember here, when we talk about comparative with the long adjective, consists of one more syllable, we put more or less plus adjective plus than. like here, more exciting than, more wonderful than, more difficult than. And when we talk about superlative one and group, we put the most or the least plus adjective. The most modern, the most careful, the most expensive, the most exciting. And we can also use the least difficult, the least interesting, the least beautiful, etc. But we should concentrate here when we talk about irregular, comparative, and superlative. So good, not gooder, but better than the best. Bad, not better, worse than the worst. Little, less, and least. Much, many, a lot, more than, and most, the most. Far, further than, or the farthest. Okay, those are irregular adjectives. Last thing here, we talk about equality, as we talk about as, adjective, as adjective, as, okay, as difficult as tall as, but here the adjective is infinitive. No put anything to add, er, est, nothing, okay, nothing we add. So adjective plus so as, adjective, as. And we talk about negative, we can use as, adjective, as, or so, adjective, as. So here we can use it in negative, okay. Mona is not so tall as Habiba. Habiba is taller, okay. We can use the river is as long as the lake, as the ocean, okay, etc. But we can use negative by using so. A very important part also we can talk about here, when we compare by using the comparative, comma, the comparative, okay. Here we can say in Arabic كلما كلما. The more books you read, the more information you get. The, not est, the more, the taller, the better, the fatter, the healthier, the fewer mistakes you make, the higher marks you get, etc. Okay? And we should put concentration here in some adjectives, which can we use it er or more, like clever, more clever or cleverer, common, more common or commoner, etc. Friendlier or more friendly, gentler or more gentle. Okay, so these adjectives can put er or more. Okay. We also talk about of the two cars. When we say this expression, we use the plus er. Of the two girls, Mona is the taller. Of the two boys, Ali is the fatter. Okay, so here the plus er, no plus est. He is the cleverest of his friends. When we talk about superlative by cleverest, the cleverest, so we followed by of, because we will talk about plural. But when we talk about singular, we can put in. Cairo is the biggest city in Egypt. Okay? Cairo is the biggest city of all countries. Of plus plural and n plus singular. So here we came to the last of our unit. I would like to be benefit, and I'd like to be prepare for the third unit, unit 3. I'm very happy to be with you, and see you soon with another unit, inshallah. Goodbye.